Okay, kids, so we're back here, Newton's third law. It's a very famous law. You probably hear it in the movies and on TV shows all the time. And it says that for every action force on object A, there's an equal magnitude, opposite direction reaction force on object B. Or we can write it like this. The force of A on B is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction to the force of B on A. So the force of A on B is equal in magnitude, but opposite in direction to the force of B on A. You've experienced this your entire life. When you walk, your foot is pushing on the floor. Force foot on floor. It's equal to, but in the opposite direction of the force of the floor back onto the foot. You push on the floor pushes on you. You push backwards, the floor pushes you forward. The size of the force is the same, but their direction is opposite. And one of the forces is on the floor, the other force is on the foot. So this is really important right here. Let me try to circle that for you. Come on, pen. There we go. That's a good pen. Let me circle that for you, right? Because kids often forget this. This is a very important point. The forces are on two different objects. Where else have you experienced this? Well, maybe you've gone swimming. Maybe you've gone swimming. Well, your arm pushes on the water, and the water pushes back on your arm. The forces are the same in magnitude, but opposite in direction. You're pushing with your arm, you're pushing the water backward. The water pushes on the arm, and the arm hopefully is attached to you. The water's pushing on the arm forward. You push backwards on the water pushes you forward. How about a rocket? Let me try to draw that for you. A rocket. Here's a rocket, right? There's the rocket. It's got little fins on it, right? And here's the exhaust that's coming out bottom of the rocket. Well, what did I write here? Well, the rocket pushes the exhaust out. So the exhaust is feeling a force downward from the rocket, from the engine that's part of the rocket. Well, the exhaust is going to push the rocket back forward. That's how it works. So the force of the rocket on the exhaust is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction to the force of the exhaust on the rocket pushing forward. This is seen from jet engines to propellers on boats. This is how things move, by pushing back on something so that something can push you forward. Here's another example right here. This person is pushing two boxes on the surface here. And let's say that this box is box A and this box is box B. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a free body diagram. We studied them before, of box A. Well, box A has got the normal force acting on it. The surface is supporting it, so the normal force on box A. And box A has got the force of gravity. It's on the planet Earth, so there's the force of gravity on box A. And then this person is pushing box A, so there's force push. We're not done here yet. We're just going to leave it just for a while. Let's go to B. Here's box B. Well, box B is also on the floor, so it's going to feel the normal force on box B. The floor is holding it up. And it's on the planet Earth, so there'll be force of gravity on box B, right? Well, but what's pushing box B forward? Well, there's contact here. We would call that the force of A on B. A is in contact with box B and it's pushing it forward. All right? But didn't we just learn that for every action force, there's an equal and opposite reaction force? You would be correct. And we would have the force of B pushing back onto A. So that was the part I said, we're going to come back and finish this. Whenever one object is pushing on another object, whenever A pushes on B, B always pushes back on A. So another way of saying this is that all forces, all of them, occur in pairs. Always occur in pairs. Never forget that. And they are acting on opposite object. The force of A on B. This force is on object B. The force of B on A. This force is on object A. These force pairs are never on the same object. Here's another example. Here's a wall. There's the ground. Let's draw another person here. So here's the person right there. Okay, there's their head. And they're going to push on the wall. You can try this at home. It's like doing push-ups, but standing up. The person, force of the person, is going to be on the wall. But as you push on the wall pushes you backwards. You actually move in the opposite direction. So that'll be the force of the wall on the person. And they're equal in magnitude, but opposite in direction. So you're pushing on the wall, you're pushing that way on the wall's pushing back on you, opposite direction. Same thing with a push-up. Same idea, except you're pushing on the floor. Okay, kids, there you go, Newton's third law.